I want to welcome you to my 2020 Visions photography series, where I present 20 photographs that will take you on a journey through the whole year of what happened of 2020. I put 20 images in this collection to represent the year that we went through. We're gonna start off with a magazine cover, which is a very special one to me. The last one I did that year. It was a publication done here in Phoenix, Arizona through Java Magazine. And I presented my last cover there. It was unexpected, but it was one of the last covers that we had in paper. Because of the pandemic, everything has started evolutionizing into digital. Another thing we were experiencing was the loss of family members and friends. I also included my friend Miguel Sanchez, which he was an inspiring model and inspiring actor here in Phoenix. Then he had moved to New York, exactly where the pandemic was going on at its strongest. I include him to represent the loss that we had. I took different trips around the state of Arizona where I live, and I documented what was going on in nature because we were not touching nature too much, or we were mostly inside of the home. I saw nature was doing its thing now. Maybe I saw a lot of places where there was a lot more greener. So I went through and I took a landscape photography through my journey, and I started documenting all the nature that was regrowing, regenerating while everything was going on. From my walks in nature, I took to the streets to also experience and document the chaos that was happening on the streets. Here in Phoenix, Arizona, we had many riots against some of the stuff that was happening in society. From one end, nature was regenerating, but to the other end, we had many problems happening in our society. We saw cop brutality, and that's what I wanted to document. What was going on with all the riots and all the political stuff that was going on. And from the chaos that we were having in society, I recruited back to nature. Through this, I took photographs of the landscapes that were meaningful to me, and I think, to tell the story of how the cycle of life was still going on. While our society was still being tormented by the virus, by political system, and the loss of many of our relatives, the loss of friends. So I took photographs that kind of calmed the soul, that showed day by day what's going on, but day by day we were still fighting for our health. At that time, we were confined to gather in small groups, and I ended up in Flagstaff, I remember, and I ended up finding a small wedding in a church by the road, and I thought it was very interesting. There was only just a few people in the church, and I went in there and I asked what was the reason they were there, and they said we're gonna have a wedding, no more than 10 people, I believe. So that was another moment that I saw that we couldn't have any more bigger crowds. We were confined to just having a very small group, maybe very close friends, and yet nature was going on, and we were still trying to get out of what was going on with the virus. So through the photograph, it told me a lot. It told me, we have to be brave, have perseverance, and believe in ourselves. And culture was still going on, traditions of a wedding was still going on through this whole chaos that the world was experiencing. Nature was still making its progress. That summer, we were still having a lot of chaos. There was many fires around the world, especially in Australia. And here in Phoenix, we had many fires that took down a lot of acres. So, we had very gray skies. We had days that, it was quite smoky, and while we were going through our feelings of having this crazy stuff going on with the virus, we had great days. And so I took photographs of that kind of had meaning of what was going on and in connection with our own chaos. There was a comet that was passing by. That also had a lot of meaning to me. Nature and the mechanics of the universe was still going on while we were being ripped apart that year of 2020. From there, we started seeing towards the end of the year when the vaccine came out. And that's when we started seeing some of the signs, commercials in the news, get vaccinated. And I think at that time, we had to make a choice. Of course, it's your personal choice if you got vaccinated or not. But I also documented one of the signs that were on the freeway. Get your shot is your responsibility, pretty much is we have one shot. And I made that the last photograph that brought everything together. It's your shot, either to get it or not, is your decision, but everything came down to our decision, to how we felt. And I hope you enjoy the series because it's a whole year of what I personally went through and what I felt there was connection between us in society and everybody around us and what nature was experiencing too. Now, I have deep gratitude to those that helped me to make this gallery possible. There's a lot of people, but especially I want to give thanks to Victor Navarro, which he helped me to do the whole aesthetic of the gallery. He helped me throughout the process to organize it and just gave me, positive vibes to what was going to be the outcome. I also want to give a huge thank you to Dora Vasaka, which she also helped me to let me have the space for this time to present my collection, which, is, I'm in deep gratitude with her. Among, my friends, the supporters, people that know me, thank you so much for purchasing the art, for, giving me your time too. Which I'm really happy, and all those that, came and enjoyed the photographs. Nothing fills me more happy than just, you, the audience, liking my work, really appreciating the photographs. And I hope you leave with something personally for you guys, maybe you saw something on the photograph that you really like and you connected with. And that's what I try to bring out. I try to bring out what I see, and maybe, there'll be a connection with you because we are all connected in this world. And that's what I want to bring, the connection from nature to you. But I want to give you a big thank you to all those supporters, to my audience, to those especially, also that purchase my photography. And I hope it really decorates your home or your space. And thank you.